In Memphis, Elon Musk is making a play to control the future of artificial intelligence. His company xAI says it has built the biggest supercomputer in the world with lightning speed. Paul Young is the city's mayor.
It represents a tremendous opportunity, an opportunity for us to take our economy to the next level.
xAI says it will create $100 million in revenue and hundreds of jobs. But the digital future needs power, lots of it. These are the gas turbines fueling the supercomputer they call Colossus. They emit hazardous pollutants like formaldehyde and nitrogen oxides, according to the manufacturer.
Just over this fence, you can see and hear the turbines churning 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Without them, the data center does not function. What's not in dispute is the fact that they are polluting the air. What people don't know is how much of that pollution is reaching nearby communities.
Easter Knox lives 2 miles away.
You smelled it
Yes, Lord.
right away?
I sure did. Well, after they got situated, I started smelling it.
Knox lives in Boxtown, a mostly black, low-income neighborhood in South Memphis,
The health department, they need to be ashamed.
where industry has taken a toll for generations.
There's a lot of people out here who got medical problems like breathing issues.
Cancer risks here are 4 times higher than the national average. Cancer killed her father and other relatives, Knox tells us. Life expectancy here is 9 years less than the national average. Elon Musk's company is not to blame for those numbers, but that legacy and those turbines have triggered a backlash against xAI.
Hello, everyone.
A recent health department hearing turned into a shouting match. An executive from xAI ducking out a side door. The mayor says the city is hoping to start testing the air in the next 2 months.
Right now, there are people in that community that feel like they have been railroaded by xAI, that they weren't a part of the conversation when it was approved, and now they're bearing the brunt of its existence.
Well, I think it's important for us to have direct dialogue. I take their concerns deeply serious.
Among their concerns, the company is running the turbines without a permit. But the health department says that's okay for the first year. And after city officials said there were 15 turbines, environmental advocates released this thermal image. They say it shows twice that many active.
As soon as we saw the image, we called like, hey, we had a conversation. What's happening with these additional ones?
So they're not using those?
No, they're in idle mode in case they are needed.
xAI declined to be interviewed, but tells NBC News it is using pollution-minimizing technology and working with public officials to stop relying on the turbines by the end of this year. xAI has also pledged to build a water treatment facility for the city.
Elected officials are working for and conspiring with industry in order to draw profits.
Community organizer Keyshawn Pearson has lived in South Memphis most of his life. He says he is skeptical xAI will create hundreds of jobs and doubts the mayor's promise that its tax dollars will be directed to improve these neighborhoods.
We don't want money in exchange for our lungs or in exchange for our lives. We want clean air, we want clean water, clean soil, just like everybody else.
In Memphis, Elon Musk
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I want to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahawah, bahasham, Rawchaa Qadash. That belongs to the head elders and apostles, a great millstone, who rule and teach well. Also want to give a shout out there to the hopeful elect, to Yahawah, if Yahawah, who are sincere in this truth, as well as believers of this word, but not just believers, but doers as well. And again to you, I'd like to say Shalom. All right, this is just going to be another quick lesson through the spirit and power of Yahawashi. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying, and Lord willing, we also have no interruptions, man. Because, hey, the spirit of Satan is in the air, man, you know what I mean? But getting straight into it, as the the clip we just saw with Elon Musk, you know, and his factory or whatever, his AI factory he got going on in the city of Memphis. Well, just a lot going on in the city of Memphis right now, man. All right, it's a whole lot going on in the city of Memphis, man. But here it is, you have Jake complaining okay, about the air, okay, the air pollution that they believe that those factories are pushing off, okay, the gases that they're putting out in the air, okay, basically is messing with the people. Okay, remember the scriptures speak about how this guy, he is as death. All right, matter of fact, we can start with that. I believe that's Habakkuk. Let me see, is it 3 and 5? Let me see. 2 and 5. Let me see if I can get that real quick. All right, Habakkuk 2 and 5. All right, so yeah, the scriptures speak about how this guy is as death, man. Okay, everything this guy put his hands to, all right, everything he look upon, he speak upon, he destroyed, man. All right, and I'm gonna just read it. Habakkuk 2 and 5. It says, yea, also, because he transgressed by wine, he is a proud man. And wine is, considering his philosophies, his doctrines, okay, everything, whatever he tells you, his game, his counsel, whatever, okay, that's the wine. That's how he transgressed it, okay? That's how he get people to go off. That's how he get you, he sweep you up off your feet. That's how he got Eve, man, all right? But here it is, it's even his wine has even been passed on throughout the other nations. Scriptures speak about how they have drunk of that cup, okay, and now the nations are mad, roughly paraphrasing, all right? That's why everybody is starting to hate this devil for who he is, man, okay, because we're realizing, okay, even us, okay, those of us who is in this truth, in this word, we realize everything that this devil been telling us, everything that he been putting out there to us, they're nothing but lies, deceitfulness, and they're death, okay? But let's continue. It says, yea, also, because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell and as death, okay? And that's what you see. He enlarges his desire as hell. Everything that this devil come with, it brings forth death, man. All right, you got factories all over the damn place, okay, polluting the air. Here it is, now the people are complaining, okay, and here it is, he put it in these these Jake neighborhoods, man, which shows you he don't give a damn about you people, man. All right, you see the guy just walked out the conference they was having, all right. He wasn't trying to hear that shit, man. You see, but they really don't give a damn about you, Jake. And you niggas ain't gonna realize until it's too late that this devil is really not on your side. That's why it says, Pharaoh shall be your shame, and roughly paraphrasing, Egypt your confusion. Okay, ultimately because you niggas, no matter how much BS he put in your ear, how much death he pollute your neighborhoods with, you still gonna hold counsel upon him. All right, you're gonna take your that's where you're gonna get your counsel from him. Okay, instead of seeking the Holy One of Israel. All right, our Lord Yahawashi. But let's continue. It says, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. And that proves that this guy's a cunning hunter. All right, and as well as he tried to hide himself, because that's why he gathered all the nations together. All right, try to make us all one. The Lord loves everybody, and that's part of his wine too, that many of our people have drunken, okay? But here it is, he's being revealed on a major scale, man. All right, not only is he being revealed, but people is getting tired of his bull crap, man. All right, they're getting fed up with the so-called white man. All right, people is getting ready to be done away with them, and they see it. These Edomites, they see their kingdom falling apart. That's why they on crash out mode. Believe it or not, they get more bold and bold. Okay, I had my Jake partner I worked with. He was we was in a restaurant, and it was some Edomites by the door, and he was walking to the bathroom, and he told, he walked by and he said, "Excuse me." Now, as Jake took a couple of steps further up ahead, the Edomite, got smart with him, like, yeah, you excused, you know? All right, and again, this guy, he can't handle pressure, man. All right, so they're gonna panic. All hell breaks loose. That's why you're gonna have these race wars. All right, they're gonna panic, man. Okay, they being more bold, showing that they hate you black people. All right, you got more videos about that out there. All right, just showing you, man, this guy, he's losing grip. Okay, and they're gonna put it all on Jake. On all hell breaks loose. All right, Salaki, I forgot the damn term, man, what it's called. The Elder Rawchaa often mention it all the time. But what they blame Jake for basically troubles. All right, things going south. All right, they're gonna put the blame on Jake, man. All right, but here it is. He fed you niggas wine. It was a build up to it because he giving you wine. All right, again, going back to these like the rap videos, rap culture. Hell, he gave you black culture, man. All right, and out of black culture, you got niggas and sluts. You got bad bitches and niggas. Okay, that's what black culture have birthed. So here it is. You know, these people, they're getting worse and worse by the day, and I'm talking about 2/3 of our people. They're getting worse and worse by the day, and Esau is gonna blame you people for things going south within America, man. Which again, that's a creation of him. Black culture is a creation of Esau and Edom. All right, that's not of the Most High. All right, that's not of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. The Lord deal with Israel of the Most High, man. He don't deal with black culture. Okay, but Salaki, getting a little sidetracked. But going back, you know, he is as death, the so-called white man. All right, and here it is. We're not ignorant of Satan's devices as well, because anything that got to do with AI, it has to do with that MOTB, man. All right, that charagma, which is soon to come, which a lot of you niggas ain't even considering. Let me get that too. We are not ignorant of Satan's devices. This 2 Corinthians chapter 2 and verse 11, it says, lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So we're not ignorant of Satan's devices, man. That's why they going so hard in that factory, man. All right, those machines are really being overworked, okay? Because they trying to. I think they mentioned how they trying to make the greatest technology, something along the lines of that. You know, man, they talking about that MOTB, man, where you can buy and sell with. All right, you can open your car doors with. You no longer need a wallet. You know, it's gonna be easy access. It's gonna make their life much easier. Okay, so again, we're not ignorant of Satan's devices. That's why they going so hard, and they put it in the hood, man. All right, hidden in plain sight. You know, because Jake don't know what's going on. Of course, you know what I mean? Why not put it in the hood, in the middle of the hood? You know, because these niggas, they don't know what's going on. You see, but here it is. Now they're being bothered because it's making, the air pollution is making people sick. Okay, it's giving them cancer. And they said that's not the cause, which that's a lie. That's bullshit, man. You know, they are the cause of cancer. Esau, Edom is the cancer. All right? And he shall soon be cut off, man. Sirach 10 and 10. Okay? So, you know, again, this mainly, man, this lesson, the point of this lesson is really to always, man, warn the people. Let you know what's going on, as we are the prophets of Yahawah, bahasham, Yahawashi. We are commanded unto you to, we are commanded to blow the trumpet unto you, all right, to let you know what's going on, to tell you to be aware, all right? So, again, man, you know, just showing you an example. Like I said, it wasn't something, you know, supposed to be super long. You know, matter of fact, I'm going to close out. I'm going to get a third precept, close out with that. It wasn't something that was supposed to be super long, something straight to the point, man. You know, but Jake, you know, thing is, you trust in your enemy too much. But here it is, now this guy is starting to get on your ass. He making times hard for you. He's cutting your food stamps. and all that. Now you starting to realize who he is. But it's really, the doors of mercy are beginning to close, man. Okay? It's only like a crack of the door is open right now. All right? Soon it's going to be closed. It's going to be barricaded. And it's going to be locked. All right? And you're not going to be able to get in. You see? Now I'm going to finish it off with this right here. This Iraq 10:10. The physician cutteth off a long disease, and he that is today a king, tomorrow shall die. So ultimately, you know, Esau Edom is going to be cut off. All right, he's going to be done away with. Scriptures speak about when he's about to fill his belly. The Lord is going to, matter of fact, the Lord is going to intervene with that, man. This is Job 20 and verse 23. It says, when he is about to fill his belly, Yahawah shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So when he's about to fill his belly, the Lord is going to cast the fear of his wrath upon him. All right? He's going to bring him down low. Okay? But we're asking for the Lord to speed the times up, man. Okay? Because see, if this devil was to stay in rulership, man, for a long period of time, then no flesh shall be saved, man. Matter of fact, we'll close out with that. We'll close out with that, man. Yep, this is Matthew 24 and verse 22. It says, and except those days be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. So, yeah, this devil, he'll cut off everybody and himself included if it wasn't for the Lord to shorten the days, man. But the Lord said, for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened, man. You see? Because, man, everything here is defiled, bro. Everything here is defiled. The air, the water, the women, the food, the cars, the clothes. Everything here is defiled, man. The grass, the soil upon the earth, the animals. Okay? Everything is defiled. So we need these days to be shortened. All right? And I'm going to leave it with that, man. Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. Till the next time, I'd like to say, Shalom.